iCMA 2022. We now witness the arrival of our chief guest, our guest of honor, as well as our keynote speaker to this very special moment. We welcome all of you to this conference organized for the 9th consecutive time by the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Let's start the proceedings with the lighting of the oil lamp. While welcoming all of you, may I cordially invite our chief guest, Senior Professor Sampath Amarathunga, Chairman of the University Grants Commission. Guest of honor, Senior Professor Sudanta Liyanage, Vice Chancellor of University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Our keynote speaker for today's inaugural session, Professor Rohan Samarajiva, Board Chair and the founder of Learn Asia. Senior Professor M.M. Padmalal, Conference Chair of iCMA 2022. Professor Michael Huffman from the Kyoto University. Mr. A.B. Valivita, Registrar of the University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Mrs. K.T.C. Priyangani, the Bursar of University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Dr. Callum Gamage, Director of Postgraduate Institute of Management. Professor Shirantha Hinkenda, Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, to represent all deans of the faculties of the University of Sri Jayewardenepura. The Librarian of University of Sri Jayewardenepura, Dr. Nayana Vijay Sundara, one of the representatives from the boards of the studies, the chairpersons. Professor Prasad Jayavira, representing the organizing committee. Professor Roshan Adwal, Research Council co-chair, to light the traditional oil lamp to mark the official beginning of today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, with all due respect, I invite following guests to the head table. Senior Professor Sampath Amarathunga, Senior Professor Sudanta Liyanage, Professor Rohan Samarajiva, Conference Chair Senior Professor M.M. Padmalal, and Conference Secretary Mohammed Atik to take the respective seats at the head table. So here we are today at the inaugural session of International Conference on Multidisciplinary Approaches 2022, organized by the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic, the theme of this year's conference is Disruptive Innovation for the Development. Well, it is a much needed topic considering the current crisis that we are facing. So we hope that this will make the avenues to all of us to look for the new avenues that is available everywhere. iCMA 2022 focuses on a range of disciplines including health sciences, natural sciences, engineering, technology, science, social sciences, humanities, and so on. So it will give us some opportunities to look for the new ways for a better tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the university anthem according to our proceedings. Sri Lanka Pinvara Randirani Srinivasa Maha Aganagare Sri Jayewardenepura Sarasari Sri Namaya Rangam Lomudu
මහුල් සමිඳුන්
වැලිවිටියේ සෝරත බඳු යතිලුන්
ඉදි කළ විද්‍යෝදය විදු බිමදුන් එළියෙන් දිවි මග සරසව් ශ්‍රී ලංකා පින්බර රන්දෙරනේ ශ්‍රීනිවාස වූ මහා අගනගරේ ශ්‍රී ජයවර්ධනපුර සරසවියේ ශ්‍රී නාමය රඳවම් ලෝමුදුනේ අයුක්තියේදී විවාදශීලී
අසත්‍යයේදී විචාරශීලී
වියත් සභාවෙත සමාජශීලී වියතුන් නීදය පොබලව් ශ්‍රී ලංකා පින්බර රන්දෙරනේ ශ්‍රීනිවාස වූ මහා අගනගරේ ශ්‍රී ජයවර්ධනපුර සරසවියේ ශ්‍රී නාමය රඳවම් ලෝමුදුනේ විද්‍යා උපතතං සෙත්තා විද්‍යා උපතතං සෙත්තා විද්‍යා උපතතං සෙත්තා
Faculty of Graduate Studies is the official coordinating body for the postgraduate academic and research activities. With a mission to produce high caliber professionals who are very much skillful and who have the knowledge to intervene with the problems in the world, they are designing, providing innovative courses, and they achieve excellence in teaching, research, scholarship through local and global partnership. So it is the best time for us to have a look at the video screening about the journey of Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Faculty of Graduate Studies, established in January 1996, which is famously known as FGS, plays a predominant role among the faculties of the University of Sri Jayewardenepura. The mission of the faculty is to produce high-caliber professionals with knowledge and skills by designing and providing innovative courses, achieving excellence in teaching, research and scholarship through local and global partnerships for the well-being of the larger community. To coordinate the research work by different faculties and departments is one of the key objectives of the faculty. FGS offers PhDs, MPhils, 2-year master programs, 1-year master programs, postgraduate diplomas and postgraduate certificates. All these academic programs are conducted through the 9 boards of studies, namely Humanities, Social Sciences, Life Sciences, Physical Sciences, Management Studies and Commerce, Medical Sciences, Multidisciplinary Studies, Engineering and Industrial Technology, with the close collaboration of the respective faculties. The faculty is headed by a dean who navigates all the academic and administrative functions. FGS offers the students a wide scope of research and training opportunities while maneuvering various research and academic collaborations via national and international partnerships. Through signing of Memoranda of Understanding, FGS outreaches to various universities and academic institutions around the world as well. The alumni of FGS provide their service to the country and world at large as lecturers, researchers, entrepreneurs, managers and administrative officers in both government and private sectors and various other personas. Graduate skills enhancement programs such as research methodology and scientific writing, experimental design and analysis of data are carried out by FGS. FGS awards gold medals for the excellence in research, acknowledging the best publications which are published in index journals, the patents they have received, national and international awards which they have received within the duration of the PhD or MPhil. FGS assists the students in disseminating their research work via International Journal of Multidisciplinary Studies, the biannual double-blind peer-reviewed journal. Apart from that, International Conference on Multidisciplinary Approaches, also known as iCMA, endeavors to strengthen the relationship between researchers and policymakers, paving the way for research to be utilized in policymaking. The faculty has thus taken various initiatives for the postgraduate scholars to tread on their chosen paths, armed with expertise, knowledge and wisdom. I now take this opportunity to invite Senior Professor M. Padmalal, the Conference Chair, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Sri Jayewardenepura, to warmly welcome all of you to this inauguration ceremony. Over to you, sir.
Hi, Bowan. Good morning to all of you. As the Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Sri Jayewardenepura, and the Chair of the Organizing Committee of the 9th International Conference of Multidisciplinary Approaches 2022, it is my immense pleasure to welcome all of you for this inauguration session. First and foremost, with heartfelt appreciation, let me welcome Senior Professor and Professor, the Chairman, UGC, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, and today's Chief Guest. And Senior Professor Sudhanta Liyanage, Vice Chancellor, University of Sri Jayewardenepura, as the Guest of Honor for this international conference. Thank you very much, sirs, accepting our invitation with your busy schedule, because today is a very important day for the university, and then you came here gracing this conference, providing always the necessary blessings to continue the FGS activities successfully. Then let me welcome our keynote speaker today, Professor Rohan Samarajiva, to deliver the keynote address on disruptive innovation for development in ICM 2022. Let me welcome all deans of the faculties, council members, board members of the FGS, emeritus professors, senior professors and professors, and all board chairs of the FGS, head of the departments, all coordinators, all the academics, the registrar, the bursar and the librarian, and other executive and non-academic staff members, all paper presenters and other distinguished invitees joined physically and virtually to this inauguration session. And also, I would like to welcome Professor Michael and Professor Hiroyuki Tanaka-san. Thank you very much for coming for this inauguration session. Okay. So we appreciate all speakers and presenters for taking time to come over here and enlighten us on multidisciplinary approaches leading to disruptive innovation for development. I think it is timely important topic and we have to discuss what happened and what is happening in future. So therefore this theme, the 2022 the conference theme is the very important and very value give to the development of the country. So then disruptive innovation is invention that establishes a brand new market and value network to penetrate an existing market from the bottom up, eventually displacing market dominating enterprises and products. The notion was created by American academic Clayton Christensen and his team starting in 1995, and it has been designated the most significant businesses concept of the early 21st century. Instead of already established market leading firms, disruptive innovation are more often created by outsiders and entrepreneurs in startups. Therefore, I strongly believe that the disruptive innovators are now needed to review our unsteady economy and drive us towards vital advancement. So that is what we need right now. Therefore, I invite all stakeholders, policymakers, academia, researchers, industry to get together and seriously think about this idea. So then today and tomorrow we will discuss about the disruptive innovation for development. I think I invite all participants to come and join with us to discuss this matter. For this conference we received more than 150 abstracts out of 150. So after peer review and the double-blind process, we selected 113 abstracts to present in this conference. So then we have 6 distinct tracks today to present all this research finding. And so then I will take this opportunity to tell you, so this conference is two forms, and today physically so we do technical sessions, and then tomorrow we have industrial forum. So I will take this opportunity to express my gratitude to former Vice Chancellor and University Grant Commission Chairman, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, so then who initiated research culture, establishing a research council of the university. So therefore, so then we started, applied and the different type of research. And Professor Sampath Amaratunga's vision was to give new ideas through research. And as a result of this research council establishment, so the university established another council, innovation, invention and venture creation. So then at the beginning, so then we had very the sharp objectives. Now we are getting benefits through these projects. So therefore then tomorrow forum, industrial forum, number of students then who conduct their research with patent and research finding will discuss with industrial forum. So then we have to address to the industry what industry wants, and then we discuss with the industry, and based on their information and their knowledge and experience, then we have to prepare our proposals to cater industry. So that is the major objective with the theme and the industrial forums of this conference. So then firmly I think disruptive innovators are now needed to drive our country. So therefore So I would like to thank, because now we are facing a very difficult situation in terms of finance. So therefore I would like to thank all sponsors including PIM. Dr. Callum, thank you very much for your generous support. And then we got a sponsorship from Haley's and Canada company for this research conference. So therefore thank you very much for your support. So then tomorrow we will open so what we have done and what our researchers have done with the industry. So then with this small note, I will bless you very blessed and very productive day and tomorrow industrial forum. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Padmalal. So with that warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this year's conference marks a history. Actually, we are bringing industry to the collaboration with the researchers, the academics, and we are doing the brainstorming. And we create the opportunities for the students, to researchers, to academics, to get along with the industry and to cater the needs of the country, as well as we are in a situation where all of us need hope. We are in a situation we all need strength, courage to move forward. So we hope that this will give energy to all of you. So with that, I now have the honor of inviting our guest of honor, Senior Professor Sudanta Liyanage, Vice Chancellor of University of Sri Jayewardenepura, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Hi, Gohan. Very good morning for all of you. Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman, University Grants Commission, Deans of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Senior Professor Padmalal, and all the other deans of our faculties. Professor Rohan Samarjiva, today I think he will deliver his keynote address. Professor Michael and Professor Tanka, fellow academics, researchers, invitees. First, I would like to thank the organizing committee to invite me for this very important 9th International Conference on Multidisciplinary Approaches. Thank you very much. And I think I would like to mention the contribution of former dean of the faculty of, one of the former deans of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Professor Swarna Piesiri. I think she's initiated the first conference, so then I think that has been continued throughout till 2022. So therefore I would like to thank Professor Piesiri, Professor Hemanti, as well as Professor Sampath Padmalal for continuation of this conference. I think these days we all know we are having great difficulties. Not only Sri Lanka, I believe almost all countries in the world, so they are disturbed with the financial constraints. So as a university, so we have to rethink about our entire strategy. Are we going to continue with the government funds forever? So always we are looking for government funds, sometimes from some other loans from ADB or any other organization like World Bank, or we will try our best to earn some funds through the university programs. So as you all know, we are a little lucky to have an external examination unit. We are having decent amount of money coming to the university. So therefore I believe, I am appealing from all the deans, please, if possible, start more external degree program. I hope very soon we are going to establish the Faculty of Computing. So one thing what we can do is we can start the IT, BSc IT external degree, where there may be a great demand from Sri Lankans. That is maybe the one good thing. And if possible, to do the necessary changes in our existing programs, especially they offered through the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences and the Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce, to modify with the current needs. Definitely demand is there. So the second one is we have to think about how we are going to develop the postgraduate studies in the faculties as well as in the Faculty of Graduate Studies. So I think if we can initiate or have a very strong postgraduate programs in our university, even we can attract some of the foreign candidates. And even we can think about some foreign collaboration even for the postgraduate programs. So therefore I think as a whole, so we have to rethink about how we are going to offer the postgraduate programs, and also now there is a great demand for online programs. Though we are a bit reluctant with the online programs and the online examination, but the world has changed. If you just go to websites, there are very popular universities are now offering 100% online programs. So we may have to change some of the rules at the UGC, because UGC is not accepting some of the programs where if you have studied online, they are not giving promotions. So because the world is changing, now the UGC also needs to do necessary changes for their rules and regulation. I don't know, maybe a controversial thing I have said. But there are demands for these kind of things, and especially with the postgraduate studies, most of the people are matured. They don't have much time to come to the universities, and even if you are coming to the universities, they have to spend a lot of money on the transportation. Now these days, the transportation also limited through the QR codes, where the fuel is basically delivering or the distributing based on the quota. So therefore, if you offer at least hybrid programs, if we can't go to 100% online, we have to have more and more hybrid programs where the attraction is. So I hope all the academics and the deans, they may rethink about that particular strategy. And also this year theme, disruptive innovation for development, is very important. So one thing in the Sri Lanka during last many years, we have changed, and we basically went for a high-end services, high-end productions. Now with the economical constraints, what is happening to those things? The one is the apparel sector. So it's think about good 20 years ago, all the best brands were in Sri Lanka. Now where they have gone? Now their presence is either in Vietnam or in Bangladesh. So then we have changed our apparel sector, apparel industries to high-end products. Now with these financial constraints, I don't think they don't have money to buy high-end product, expensive products. So therefore we have to come up with something simple. Similar thing is now happening to our tea industry. So usually the Ceylon tea was the best brand. Yes, of course, still there is the best brand in the world. But now what is happening to the Ceylon tea? The demand for the Ceylon tea is slowly going down. It's about 2-3 years ago, we are the #1 seller in Iraq as well as Russia. Now we are not the #1 seller. That has been taken over by the India and Kenya. So now we are at #3. Now one thing is our tea with the lion logo, they are very, very expensive. We are maintaining the branding, this and that, by if you go to the market, Indian and the Kenyan and the mixed teas are very, very inexpensive. So if you have money, people want to make their status, so they are going for a high-end brands. But if you don't have money, they don't have any other alternatives, so they have to go for the cheaper brands. So therefore, our thinking, our innovation, or everything has to be with this disruptive innovation, where you have to make simple services, inexpensive services, but while maintaining the same quality. So therefore, I would like to thank Professor Padmalal and his entire organization committee for selecting this particular topic, and I hope our friend Professor Rohan will deliver a good speech regarding this theme. So finally, I would like to thank all the members who are presenting here today. I think there may be some members on hybrid mode. No, today is not. So giving your contribution, you said it's about 130 presentations so today. Right. So I think you can discuss all these things and come up with good solutions. So Sri Lanka need new thinking. Sri Lanka need new thinking. One very good thing was very recently UGC and the President, they have called all the Vice Chancellors. The President said something very attractive to me. I don't know about others. He said, no, usually the universities are dealing with 5-year plan. It is not enough. At least you have to plan for good 25 years, because we are celebrating 100 years of independence in 2048. You should have a plan till 2048, every 5-year plan. So that means at least we should have 5-year plans and think about where we are going to be in 2048. Yes, we are doing really, really good during last many years. Somehow we have managed to increase our world ranking. We have increased our research capabilities as a university Sri Jayewardenepura. So we have done a lot of good things during the COVID pandemic time. So basically we have given a lot of productive thing to the society. So as a Vice Chancellor, I am very happy about our performances, but that is not enough. We have to do more. So therefore, please ready to do more, and definitely we can develop this country. So therefore, we need to change our attitudes too. So we have to change our attitudes. So we have to change and rethink about our entire strategies. So then you can reshape and develop this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your ideas, for sharing the valuable thoughts with us. So with that, I cordially invite our chief guest for today's inaugural session, ladies and gentlemen, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, the Chairman of University Grants Commission, to address the gathering at this very special moment.
Very good morning. President Liyanagi, Vice Chancellor, University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Keynote speaker today, a very good friend, Dr. Rohan Samarajikul. Professor Padmalal, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, all Deans of Faculties, Director of the IM, Dr. Kalum, Professor Hiroki Tanaka, and Professor Michael, Academia, Registrar, all other non-academic staff, paper presenters, ladies and gentlemen. During my postgraduate studies in Japan, that was in 1990s, in Japan, PhD presentation is a public defense. that is open for public. Doesn't mean that anybody can come and question, but those who are coming from outside the university, they have to register. Then I also went for a presentation. It was about robotics, totally different to my field. But I was listening. It's a presentation from the Faculty of Engineering and Science. Nice presentation, excellent one. Then I have found the robot which they have presented, the size of the eye of that robot was bigger than an elephant. Because my area is economics. So I said, I don't know the inside theory and what you all have presented, but according to me, the eye of the robot is bigger than the elephant. So how can you use this robot in the industry? Then all engineers, they were trying to sort out, but they couldn't. So the supervisor, everybody thanked me. Then the other day, my professor came to my room. Since they can't pronounce Amaratunga, they simply call me as Amara. Amara, where you have gone yesterday? You have done some questioning? I said, yes. No, it's good, you know. Now the dean of the faculty and everybody wanted to, see you there. Let's go there. Let's go. Good for our faculty also. We'll go there. I said, so okay, let's go. And I went. They had invited me. They said, after your PhD, we have decided to have a economics unit in the engineering faculty. So after the PhD, don't go back. You can stay here. I said, no, it's a different matter. My bond is this, and we have to go, return. I said, why you all have decided? No, because of the question that you raised. So that is, the multidisciplinary comes. That is the most important thing, right? You can't do anything alone. You have to work with everybody. In the world, when it is come to this multidisciplinary world, there are few areas. I will just tell you what are the areas. They combine normally, right? Linguistics. Do you believe? Linguistics, psychology, artificial intelligence, philosophy, neurosciences, and anthropology. It's a combination of arts and science, simply speaking. It's a combination of arts and medicine. It's a combination of arts and engineering. So what is the core? Arts. Right. So, Nimal, I think you should not worry. There is no accounting, finance, Vasanta, or even economics inside. But here we have roots of management. Anthropology and psychology, more than enough. So management is there. There is no sociology anyway, anthropology is there. The other management route. So this is the combination. So we have all these areas. At Jayewardenepura we have top class researchers in all areas. So we can do wonders. So I studied for my masters in a faculty. It's a faculty, and when it is come to a business school, the name of the school is Economics, Science, Technology, Agriculture and Engineering. That is the school. So you can take subjects from anywhere. From anywhere. That is the meaning. You never undermine any other place. You can go and get. Then government decided, it was a public university at that time, government decided there was a huge medical university, to combine that medical university with our public university. After another 4 or 5 years, government decided to request all universities work together. It's called Rainbow Diagram. United universities, united graduate schools. That is for PhDs. So if you want to have a class, or you can go and work with anybody, you have to fly and go and stay with another professor for 2-3 weeks, and you have to come back. Professor won't come to your place for visiting. You have to visit. So there is a timetable every year they publish in January. So you can select what are the interesting areas, and from all over the island, people visit there. They give accommodation. You can stay 2-3 weeks. You just imagine how the world is trying to combine areas. Combine areas. So this is the future. This is the future. So thereby they are going to reduce the error curve. When you produce medicine, from the beginning you have to work with economists to see whether this is affordable. Once you finalize, and when you are trying to sell in the market, only you can't ask from anybody whether this is affordable. So things are changing, but we have set the background. We have set the background. University of Free Jayewardenepura. So Professor Padmalal, being one of the top researchers in the country, can drive this research for greater heights. Good that Professor Sudanta mentioned about former dean. Thank you very much, keeping everything in your mind as the VC. I can still remember how she started this. Because of this, she was invited to KDU to do the same thing. Good that she is doing there also, and she is helping us. Professor Hemanti, very good to see Professor Preeni is there. Yes. So these are the things, and looking forward to listen to Dr. Samarjeeva's keynote speech. One more minute. If the society is genuine, 100%, we don't need rules and regulations. Since the society is bad, we have to have rules and regulations. Yes. So I will give you one example. When the Senate appoint external reviewers, mostly from India. The candidate used to take the letter of appointment of the external reviewer and fly to India to meet the person with milk and honey, right? Yes, this is a problem. This is a problem, right? And all sorts of presents to there, sit and wait and get the things done and bring back. So UGC, we have called for such information from various places and tested. All of them doesn't have a single abstract. There is no such university, there is no address, proper address. That is why we have these strict rules and regulations. If you open up, that is the end of the quality of what we maintain today. His Excellency the President at the same meeting, he called for VCs. He said his father studied in London, LLB, and he said, but I decided that I must go to a Sri Lankan university. So I went to University of Colombo, Faculty of Law. The standard was this, at that time they maintained. So I said, excuse me sir, with all respect to you, please listen to me also. That is the way how I started. The standards, what you have mentioned just now about your era, we maintain even today the same. But because of extreme politics in the country, right, people are on roads and we are suffering against this critics. So standard is there. Standard is there. When academia sit like this, when you have a 150 odd member senate, professionals in the council, no one can use shortcuts. No one can use shortcuts. Everybody knows what is happening all around the world. So standards are there. Standards are there. But only thing, the perception, I think we have to develop our university. So I don't want to take much time. Thank you very much, Professor Padmalana and the FDS for inviting me. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, for your presence as well as for sharing your valuable thoughts with us. So having you here today is adding color to this inauguration ceremony. We know amidst all the busy